In today's show, homeless animals from the recent tornadoes get help from local volunteers, and the Sooner women bring home a national softball title.
Also, Dead Center Film Festival honors The Last of the Mohicans producer, and Red Earth shows off some amazing talent at the annual festival. We have a packed show. Let's get to it.
As we know, cities, homes, and businesses have been devastated from the recent tornadoes that impacted our state. Many people lost loved ones, but a lot of people lost pets too. Officials from one pet shelter says more than 300 dogs were brought there in the aftermath of the May 19th and 20th tornadoes in Moore, Kearney, and Shawnee.
I signed up for 4 a.m. on Thursday of the week of the tornado, and I have been here since, every morning at 6:30. As far as volunteers go, they are amazing. We have reorganized the dog room. It's not so chaotic. There is a schedule and a structure now for all the dogs. So to help, just to basically help calm down their behavior. They're frightened, they're scared, they're not used to being in this kind of environment. For all these dogs, we want them to go back to their homes. We want them to find their family. I have approximately 60 dogs that I have in my room alone, and I want them to go home. And I know that some of these people don't have homes, but at least if we could find their dog, we could foster them until they have a home. On the 23rd, with all the other shelters that are holding all the tornado dogs, we're going to have an adopt-a-thon on the 23rd. There's always a vet here or a vet tech. Always. The first week, they were staying the night. Volunteers were staying overnight because intakes. Dogs were coming in all through the hours, and as soon as the dogs were coming in, they were getting treated for fleas and ticks, vaccinations, and any injuries.
There's a very nice female German Shepherd here who came in just completely covered with ticks and in really desperate shape. And she had been seen by a vet. She's about 3 or 4 years old, we think. We don't know her name, so we just call her Girly because all girl dogs respond to good girl. And she's smart. She was someone's pet at some point. She knows sit, down, roll, shake, kind of knows heel, but she doesn't really want to do it. So my daughter and I come when we're here, and we go take her for at least 1 or 2 walks and just try to baby her a little bit and hope that she finds her way back to her family.
I feel completely withdrawn from the world right now. Because all my time is making sure these animals are taken care of.
And I spent some time down there in Moore covering the devastation, and I saw a few animals here and there. But in that video, my goodness, that's some good-looking animals.
I know.
It's really sad.
I know. Some really sweet dogs, and I think that place mainly focuses on dogs, but there's lots of cats as well, and oh my gosh, it breaks your heart.
So the thing to remember here, May 23rd, those animals who've not been claimed will be put up for adoption, so please get out there and support that.
I know, definitely, and I believe they have a Facebook page.
That's right.
That if you can't find your pet, maybe you can find your pet on that Facebook page and realize, oh yeah, there he is.
There's Sparky.
I know. All right. Well, many events have been put on to help raise money for those who suffered great loss, and one young lady was inspired to write an original song called Oklahoma Strong. The song has received national attention. How long did it take you to write this song?
This song only took me about 30 minutes to write because I just get inspiration and I just write songs very fast.
Wow, that's awesome. So how many views have you had on YouTube?
Almost 30,000.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I did notice you have it a couple different times on there.
Yeah. We have my original recording and then my professional recording.
Very nice. Oh, that's awesome. So what's your connection to the tornadoes?
My mom grew up in Moore when she was a kid, and my grandma also still lives in Moore. And this tornado that just hit not very long ago was only about a quarter mile away from her house.
Wow. So. And her house was actually damaged from the May 3rd, 1999 tornado?
Yeah, it was damaged a little bit.
Wow, my goodness. So yeah, that really brings it home.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
I'm sure. So you're selling the song on iTunes and Amazon. So where does the money go?
The money is going straight to the United Way Disaster Relief Fund.
Wow, how cool, how cool. That is wonderful. Obviously, you have a big heart for what happened. I guess it was pretty emotional then, watching all of this coverage and watching it happen. And that's really what inspired you to write the song?
Yeah, it definitely was. Especially my mom had friends that were in Moore. And so some of them had homes that were damaged and everything.
Oh my gosh, wow. Well, it's a beautiful song. So for more information, where can people go to find out more information about you and about the song?
They can go to my website, oklahomastроngsong.com.
Very cool. That's great. Now, Rebecca is going to be singing a portion of the song for us to give us a glimpse of what this beautiful song is and how it's helping others. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
200-mile-an-hour wind will knock you down, just enough to make this place a ghost town. Hear the wind whistling even without trees, see the people falling down to their knees. We don't know what to do. Won't somebody please help us through? This town is falling apart, and soon so will my heart. Where do I belong? Stand tall, don't let it rip your seams. Just know that dreams aren't just dreams. When you hear this song, be Oklahoma strong.
And of course, she is very talented and very sweet, very humble. She just, obviously wants to help out where she can help out, and this is a good way to do it.
Absolutely, you're right. Very talented. Great voice.
Oh, I know it.
All right, well, forecasters with the National Weather Service say the El Reno tornado was an EF5, and at times it was 2.6 miles wide with multiple vortexes.
One of the good things about this damage survey was it didn't hit a lot. I mean, there were clearly some structures damaged, and there was clearly significant impacts to people's lives and loss of life, unfortunately. But it didn't hit a lot of structures, so that really prevented us from getting a rating that matched up with what we thought the intensity of this tornado probably actually was. Two very important things that were gathered from the data. One is that the tornado had wind speeds within it that were well within the range to classify it as an EF5 tornado. EF5 tornadoes have wind speeds over 200 miles per hour, and this tornado definitely had that well over 250 miles an hour from the radar data. And then secondly, the data shows that the tornado was a conservative estimate of 2.6 miles wide, which oddly enough places that in the record books now as the widest or the largest tornado in the United States history. So it was some significant findings thanks to our partners here in the research community and at the university. It's rare to get a mile-wide tornado in Oklahoma. This is twice as wide. This is if you put two of the more May 20th tornadoes side by side. This is how wide this is, and that's exceptionally rare to have a tornado that wide. I mean, it's never happened before in the United States, as far as we know. And of course, having the wind speed to classify it as an EF5 is rare. I mean, less than 1% of tornadoes in an average year ever get that intense. And we've had 2 EF5 tornadoes in central Oklahoma in the span of 11 days. So there's no precedent for any of the territory we're in here now as far as how these storms have come so frequently and impacted the same general area.
Over the course of 108 years, 14 EF4 and EF5 tornadoes have been recorded in Oklahoma, and that's about 14 too many.
I know. So, obviously 108 years, it feels like 14 is not that many, but obviously it is. But it shows you it's fairly rare.
Well, it seems like they've been recent too.
I know it. All right, well, here's something that's a little more positive. Next, Dead Center Film Festival honors an Oklahoman who produced the films Airplane, Donnie Darko, The Last of the Mohicans, and A Time to Kill.
Plus, pasta and pizza with a rich family history comes to Edmond. That's coming up.
Everyone gets excited on game day. With the Oklahoman Full Access, you can get your sports news any way you like. The Oklahoman Full Access includes print, smartphones, tablets, print replica, and our digital archives, starting as low as $12 a month. And it's free to current print subscribers. Log on to newsok.com/subscribe to get started today. The Oklahoman Full Access.
Hello, this is Mary. I can help you.
Hi, my grandma wants to know how to record my show.
Press the guide button on the remote.
Abuelita, toca el botón guide.
Now find your show on the screen and press record.
Ahora busca el programa en la
pantalla.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
Everyone has their morning routine. With the Oklahoman Full Access, you can get your morning news any way you like. The Oklahoman Full Access includes print, smartphones, tablets, print replica, and our digital archives, starting as low as $12 a month. And it's free to current print subscribers. Log on to theoklahoman.com/subscribe to get started today. The Oklahoman Full Access.
For 13 years, the Dead Center Film Festival has taken place in the Dead Center of America, or what we like to call Oklahoma.
That's right. The festival shows short films, independent films, and documentaries from filmmakers all over the United States. Dead Center has made it a tradition to honor an Oklahoman with the Icon Award during the festival, and this year, Hunt Lowry, who produced The Last of the Mohicans and A Time to Kill, was given the honor.
Dead Center is like, I think this is the 13th festival, and one that I've always wanted to come to, but had always missed up until this point. But it's absolutely dead center of the USA, and as far as film festival goes, I mean, it is the coolest. It is in the ranks of the coolest of all film festivals throughout the not only nation, but the world. I have the distinct honor of introducing and presenting an award to Mr. Hunt Lowry, producer Hunt Lowry, who is a fellow Oklahoman. He and I first came together on the bloody battlefields of Last of the Mohicans. He was producing, I was Magua. And I finally meet him on stage, and we are going to battle it out again. So be there.
I'm here for the Dead Center Film Festival. I'm fortunately being honored with the Icon Award, Icon Producer Award, which I'm very excited, very grateful. It's exciting to be with my old buddy Wes Studi from Last of the Mohicans, which we're going to screen tomorrow night. And this is a fun deal for me. Last year's winner was Gray Fredrickson, who I've known for a long time. We went to the same high school together. Gray is much, much, much older than I am, and much, much more esteemed too, for that matter. But it's great to be here, it really is. First of all, it's so nice to see a film festival in the middle of the country. Most of the film festivals I go to are all around saltwater, whether it's New York or Cannes or in Italy or wherever. And it's just but this is my first trip here. But I have a lot of friends and family that support it and have gone to it before. And what I like about Dead Center is it has this cool vibe to it. It's not staid. It's very refreshing. All film festivals are great because they celebrate what we do for a living. So I think there should be a film festival every day. They're a wonderful thing. But this one is just, I love the energy to it. I love it that it deals with filmmakers all over the world. It does short films, it does long films. And it's just, Lance has done in 10 years, it's gone kind of an unknown film festival to a film festival that when I told my friends in LA, we're going to Dead Center being out, oh, Dead Center, very cool, very cool. So its reputation is only getting bigger, and it's also keeping its nice edge and refreshing outtake on movies.
Although Hunt Lowry was honored at Dead Center this year, Wes Studi, who presented the award to him, was recently honored as one of the Hall of Great Western Performers at the Western Heritage Awards at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. So obviously he's very talented as well.
And congrats.
I know it.
Well, speaking of The Last of the Mohicans, an American Indian multi-instrumentalist describes his music as Braveheart meets Last of the Mohicans at Woodstock. Sounds like fun. Well, he recently played at the 27th Annual Red Earth Native American Cultural Festival in Oklahoma City.
Most people remark that my music is, they enjoy watching me because I play with passion. And that's exactly what I do. I was taught by my first teacher that people are more interested in seeing a performer play with passion than they are seeing them play with perfect technique, and because that leaves them cold. Yeah, it's somebody's got brilliant technique, that's wonderful, but if you don't feel anything when you're listening to my music or theirs, then you walk away with nothing. But if people feel something from my music because I'm playing with passion, that's what I'm wanting them to feel. I'm wanting them to connect to my music. Well, really, it's connect to the source. It's connect to the creator, and that's what my music does. It helps people connect with the source of creation.
Sister, take my hand and we will walk this magic land together.
My life's purpose is to learn to love myself. But I have a fun time playing music, and my medicine is my music. When I perform, I connect with the source of creation, the creator of all it is, on a good day. And if I can do that, and somebody else is watching and paying attention, that can come out my heart and go to their heart, and they can connect too. And then we can both be connected at the same time. And that's a very powerful connection. And that's a healing connection.
The Native American Music Award winner has been playing at Red Earth for at least 8 years, and this year he played multiple performances all 3 days.
Yeah, and he's very talented.
Very talented. Greg Singleton down there shooting some video for us.
Nice.
Very nicely done.
Very nice, yes. All right, well, coming up, the Sooners win a second softball title. Hear from the players and coach next.
With the Oklahoman Full Access, we deliver your news any way you'd like. The Oklahoman Full Access includes print, smartphones, tablets, print replica, digital archives, and the new Oklahoman.com. Plans start at only $12 a month. And all this is free to current print subscribers. Log on to Oklahoman.com/subscribe to get started today. The Oklahoman Full Access.
I look up to you for all the things you do. I hope to be like you someday soon.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
We're shooting more photos at each assignment, but we're putting those into separate galleries that can be added into the iPad and online editions so that the viewers can see a lot more photographs. We can tell a lot more of the story visually, give them more detailed shots, more overall shots, just a lot more variety that really enriches their experience.
Well, unfortunately for some, it's been quiet for football and basketball, but not for softball.
That's right, batter up. Sooner women defeated Tennessee and got their second softball title.
National Player of the Year Kaylani Ricketts wasn't in the circle in Game 2 of the championship series, but she still did the majority of the heavy lifting as Oklahoma took on Tennessee in the Women's College World Series on Tuesday night. While Michelle Gascoigne was soaring through the Lady Vols lineup, striking out 12 on the way to 7 scoreless innings, it was Kaylani Ricketts who knocked in all 4 of OU's runs, including hitting a 3-run jack over the fence in the top of the 3rd inning. Oklahoma completes its mission and wins the national title with a 4-0 victory over Tennessee. It's the first national title since the year 2000 for the Sooners and the second in the program's history.
We were very, very pleased to represent the University of Oklahoma as well as the state of Oklahoma, and you've heard a lot about it this week, and that is who we were representing. It's not, the phrase is more than ourselves. We had a lot of people that we wanted to give pride to, make happy, and just forget about things that have been going on in the last 3 weeks or so. I cannot tell you how honored I am to be the coach of this team because they're just special. We knew that we were the favorite all year, and it was cool just because we weren't able to feel any of that pressure because we were able to go out there and have fun with each other. And just the fact that our lineup has so much depth with the pitching and the hitting, it makes it even more relaxing out there, and it's easier to not press.
It's still unreal that we're here, but I feel like last year really gave us the determination to get back in this moment and get back in this with this team. We all believed in each other. We all worked so hard all year long.
I wouldn't choose another group to play with, and we've been so close, and we've gone through so much together. It's been a blast to get to play with them.
This class had a big part of the reason why I chose to go to the University of Oklahoma, and I thank them for that. You guys are so awesome. You've really changed the face of this program, and you've made me proud to keep playing here.
I want to congratulate the University of Oklahoma. They are amazing. They're an amazing team, okay? I spent 9 years, with our national team, and I think that Oklahoma team would have beat most of the other countries that we played, even the great ones. I don't know if they'd have beat the U.S., but I tell you what.
So Oklahoma finishes 57-4 and wins its final 13 games of the season on the way to the national title. But it should be remembered that 1 year ago, the Sooners were defeated and at their lowest point after losing in the championship series to Alabama.
Now, I remember covering their first national title back in 2000, I think it was, maybe 2001. I think
Nice.
it was 2000.
Oh, okay.
Great to see them still representing the state so well. And actually, they came in to this tournament as the favorites and
Very cool.
and basically handled their business. Back there, when they
I
won
know.
the first one, it was kind of the first time they'd been in the tournament. It was kind of a novelty, and they won it then. Nice to see that they've stayed in national power, and well done, ladies.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. All right, if you're not hungry right now, watch this next video and you soon will be. The Food Dude found a new pasta and pizza restaurant that's sure to make your mouth water.
Moni's is named after my father. He opened his first restaurant in Connecticut in 1967, I believe it was. And then we've moved from all over. He's owned restaurants in Florida, Texas, New Jersey, Connecticut, and in New York. And we settled in Texas in '94. We moved back from New Jersey to Texas, and we've had Moni's ever since then. And there's just, my father's whole family is in the restaurant business, so there's restaurants all over DFW that are affiliated with our family. Wow. So there's over 60 restaurants in total. We do full pizza, pasta, veal, seafood, chicken, sandwiches. I mean, we have a really extensive menu. We specialize in veal and seafood mostly, but we're known for some of the best pizza around. Today, we made a pizza for y'all. It was a large half pepperoni and half Italian sausage. Yeah, New York style. I mean, it's just, the sauce is really important, and our sauce is, it's a really basic sauce, but we sprinkle oregano and Parmesan cheese at the top, which pulls out the acidic flavor, and then we use a really good top of the line cheese on top, and then that's what a pizza is supposed to be like. I agree. And it's foldable. It's not crispy. We cook it on a brick in the oven, and it's just real New York style pizza. The mozzarella cheese, the appetizer, we cut our cheese real thick. We flour it, and then we put it in the egg. We flour it first just so it'll hold the egg. Then we throw it into olive oil, fried on both sides. Then we throw in a little bit of butter, a little bit of flour to make it the aru, white wine and lemon. And it doesn't sound like it really would work together so good, but it works out fabulous. It really does. We made a penne arrabbiata, spicy, penne pasta, peppers, mushrooms, onions, in a light red sauce.
And our videographer and editor and just a very talented Greg Singleton, who works here at the Oklahoman and NewsOK.com, says that pizza is very good. And I am so excited because I live in Edmond, so it's one more awesome place to go and check out.
A new place for you to eat some pizza.
Heck yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that in my book. All right, coming up next, new businesses in downtown Oklahoma City help revive a historic street.
Social media gives readers a voice that they can interact with us in a way that I don't think they've ever been able to. And it allows us to, include their thoughts and their questions and everything in our content.
Whereas we used to just publish and just tell everybody what the news and entertainment and information was. The rest of the world wants to engage. They want to talk back. they want us to talk back to them. They want insight, they want opinion, and a lot of that is new culturally for a newspaper.
I look up to you for all the things you do. I hope to be like you someday soon.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
In 2012, we had the largest concentration of Oklahoma musicians to go to South by Southwest ever. Dave Morrison and I, we talked about it. It's like, let's just do this guerrilla style, okay? We'll shoot 1 or 2 performances by an act, and then we'll get an interview, and we'll get it up as quickly as possible. So that's what we were doing. We ended up with 21 different videos, and those also included some stand-up.
The growth of Oklahoma City is amazing to watch. Seems like there's a new business popping up pretty much every day, every week downtown. There's a lot of growth down there.
That's right. In one area that's seen a lot of new businesses is historic Automobile Alley in downtown Oklahoma City. An owner of one of the businesses talks about the benefits of relocating to the up-and-coming area.
We're in Automobile Alley, which is just immediately north of the downtown Oklahoma City area. We chose this area because of the central proximity in the city, kind of being the hub of the city, if you will. We had actually had an established business already that we had been at for 14 years prior to moving down here. And in our case, our business was very much a destination business. So we weren't just selling to the immediate neighborhoods, but we had a lot of people coming from the entire state of Oklahoma, even from outside the state. So it made a lot of sense for us to kind of get here in the central area. So that was our number one reason for originally locating down here. Of course, we were very excited to see all the new growth that was expected and all the developments that were coming this way. It's a whole new area down here from what it used to be.
And how fun. I mean, that's so cool. Obviously, he talked about, as you saw, that he's got a following. People come from all over the state to come to his business. Obviously, he's good at what he does. And so now I'm sure they'll follow him to the new cool area of Automobile Alley.
He has 2 locations, one on either side of the street. And as you saw in that, where part of the interview was shot, he has recently opened up the Peloton Wine Bar. And I may not be saying that right, but I think it's Peloton Wine Bar.
So
it's like,
he's the owner of that one too.
So yeah, it's on the back of the Schlegel store there, where you can get wine, beer, and tasty looking artisan sandwiches.
But you probably shouldn't drink the wine and beer and then go ride a bicycle.
There's that.
No, that is very cool.
Could affect the balance, I think.
Yeah. He obviously is quite the entrepreneur. Good for him.
All right, that's all the time we have for this edition of News OK TV.
And you can watch all of these videos and much more online at newsok.com. See ya.